Hey guys, welcome to our Falcon and Winter Soldier discussion slash review show. We're going to be doing this every week for every new episode of the Falcon and Winter Soldier as it comes out on Disney+. If you haven't already, we've also done a WandaVision discussion for every single episode. You can check that out right up there. If you're brand new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, let us know in the comments down below what you thought of this week's Falcon and Winter Soldier episode. Let's just get into this. Matt, how you doing?
Pretty good. I'm excited to talk about the show in the first episode.
What are your just thoughts about this first episode? Because I'd say there's not much to actually talk about. It's just a lot of... It's setup.
It's set up. Yeah, and one, Disney changed the title. Not happy about that. I think there's too many thes, but I did enjoy the first episode. I liked what direction I think the story is going to go in. I like exploring these two characters. Going into the show, I'm like, I feel like I know a good amount about these characters. No. From this first episode alone, I feel like I learned so much that I didn't know. I'm just so excited just to take this journey with these two characters.
Yeah, I think it was very interesting to start the show off with them separate. Because from all the trailers, it really seemed like the show was going to start with them together, like right after Endgame, and maybe show them split off and then come back at some point. But I really did like that they started out like, hey, this is months later after Endgame has already happened, and here's what Falcon's up to, here's what Bucky's up to. Bucky's like trying to cross off his list of all the things he's done for Hydra, like people he's known, people he's wronged, so he's off doing that thing, and Sam's trying to take care of his family and do little side jobs for the military, which is cool. But I don't know, it was nice seeing where they were at the moment. But for me, I'm gonna be honest, the episode was good. I have no hype for the show yet, which is weird to say, because I was really excited for this show. I've been really anticipating it, and WandaVision was like, yes, that was amazing. And then we go into this, and it starts very slow, which is weird to say. And I know it's gonna get better, but at the moment, I think the show is doing a good job. It just sets up their backgrounds and what's going on, but I feel like we haven't gotten the plot yet, right?
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of that, like, it's good, not great yet. It's just because we're coming off WandaVision. We're coming off a Marvel show. We had a week break, and now we're back in another one where we didn't experience this with any Marvel movie. The closest was maybe Black Panther and Infinity War, or Endgame and Captain Marvel. This is a week separation between two big Marvel series, so it's like just throwing you in. But yeah, I did enjoy the episode. I thought it was good. Like you said, I feel like I don't know the plot yet. What's going to be this, or what's going to go on in the series? What's it going to be revolved around? I know it's the Anarchist group, and then obviously Falcon and Bucky, them teaming up, taking down that group, and then the Shield and the role of Captain America playing a role. But really, what else is there? That's what I want to know. In the first episode, it was good, but I still need more.
Yeah, I mean, we also have Baron Zemo coming up. Like, what's his role in this? What's he gonna do throughout this entire thing? One thing I wanted to bring up was Bucky's nightmare that he had, and how I honestly thought it was just a nightmare. I didn't realize it was actually a flashback to one of the missions he was on, and finding out later in the episode that was that dude's son. Dude, that freaking hurt. Like, I really thought it was weird that Bucky was just hanging out with some random restaurant owner or whatever he was, or just some random dude, and it was just weird. I was just like, what's going on? Maybe it's one of his old friends, but then it's like, no, the therapist brought up that he has no friends, and he hasn't talked to Sam at all since Endgame, so I don't know, I think it's cool seeing that Bucky's gonna be on this road of like crossing people off his list, and we're gonna probably meet a bunch of characters that might play a role in this show. Like, maybe Zemo is one of the people on his list that he has to talk to, which, that'd be really interesting. I don't know why he'd go to Zemo, but Zemo's popping up at some point. We know that. Maybe it was just because the new Captain America appeared out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
But how'd you feel about the final like reveal of the new Captain America?
Look, I've never been so tempted to punch my monitor, my screen, ever. That just infuriated me. I was so annoyed. I'm like, no, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? But at the same time, I'm thinking about how these people in the world feel. They lost Iron Man, Cap, Vision, Black Widow. It feels hero-less. The world feels
Yep.
hero-less. I mean, the world doesn't know about Doctor Strange. They don't know about Captain Marvel. You know, a lot of these heroes are hidden. They're not like the Iron Man and Captain Americas who are out there in the world. People knew about them. So I understand why, you know, they feel vulnerable and feel like they need heroes, but at the same time, like, there's heroes out there. You just gotta look.
I gotta say, I find it weird that Sam just didn't take up the mantle.
Yeah, but I think that's something the show's going to explore is why he didn't feel like he's the person to take it up. I think that's going to be part of the series and him figuring out, you know, how am I going to have to take this up, or,
Mm-hmm.
you know, what am I going to have to become to be able to take up the mantle and become this symbol? Because it's a lot. I mean, you're becoming the next
Yeah.
Captain America, this huge iconic symbol, and it's just like that's a lot of pressure. So I can understand why he didn't want to, but what he did is he put it in the hands of the wrong people. You know,
Yep.
he was the person that was handed down the shield, and now he just handed that off like it was nothing. So I think that's something the show's going to explore is him getting that shield, becoming that symbol, and I'm excited to see that if they do show that.
And I feel like we're gonna get that. We're gonna get the ending with Falcon being the new Captain America. 'Cause I think that's the only thing that's really set up in this episode. But it's so weird that Cap's like, no, this is your shield. I am giving this to you. And Sam's just like, no, it's not mine. So I get he has like that, no, this is Captain America's shield. Captain America's my best friend. I am not Captain America. And I don't want to take over that spot because that's a mantle that should be held by him and only him. So I get that. Right when the government turns around and goes, hey, you know what, we're gonna take that right out of the museum and give it to a new guy. Ooh, you can see the regret in Sam's face right at the end of the episode when he's just sitting there in front of the TV like, shit.
Yeah, I mean, that was a lot. I also liked how they brought Rhodey in for whatever the 5 minutes. I was like, that's nice. I like that little cameo. But yeah, that ending, I was just like, oh, you guys are already pissing me off. You're already making me mad.
I think, like we were saying earlier, the episode's a good setup to what's to come.
Mm-hmm.
But the first episode so far, it was okay. Which is, it's so weird to say. I don't want to say that about this show, like, because people are praising it, like, oh my god, this is amazing, and I watched the episode, I'm like, it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
I
weird.
wanted a little more.
Yeah, but I just feel weird saying that, like, oh yeah, no, it was okay.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know why that feels so weird. And
yeah, I just wanted a little bit more from it, and I feel like now knowing that this whole series is 6 episodes long, are they going to be able to really tell the story in that 6 episodes? That's kind of like a thing in the back of my head. I mean, it should be plenty of time. It realistically should be. But
yeah,
at the same time, it kind of scares me because I feel like it might or should be a little bit longer. But I do think the show has really good potential. In my mind, I think it could be better in WandaVision, but we'll just have to wait and see. But I'm really excited just to learn more about this group, this anarchist group, like, that they're going to be going against. But also, you know, what happens with the two in Bucky and Sam.
It's going to be interesting. I mean, WandaVision was, what, 9 30-minute episodes, at least?
30, 45.
40. Yeah, so in total, it's like a 4.5 hour experience. But with Falcon Winter Soldier, we're getting basically 6 1 hour episodes. So
you know how that is.
It's gonna be about 6 hours. So they technically have more time to tell the story.
Mm-hmm.
I just hope they do it well. Like, I know they're gonna do it well, but please make sure to tell as much as you can in this time, because I feel like it was just a lot of character development stuff, which is good. Which is good. That's what we want. And I mean, we got the Flag Smashers. We got what else we got? We got the government. So we basically got the two antagonists shown off already. Like, the government doesn't want Sam to be Cap, it seems. Like, I feel like they would have went to him if they wanted him to be. And then we have the Flag Smashers that are just going around terrorizing stuff because they miss how the world was during the blip. Which, that was interesting. I didn't realize that was going to be their, like, reason for doing what they're doing. But
yeah, no, that's why I'm excited to see what this group is and like what they do, because I feel like they have strong motives. Now let's just see what they
have
do.
like superpowers. Like, are we not gonna bring that up? That dude kicked someone like 5 miles away.
Yeah, I mean, it could be tech, who knows, but definitely there's something up with them.
So I do have a quick question. Do you think this whole like powers thing that they seem to have, like the Flag Smashers, and how at least the dude jumped out of a building, landed, was able to kick someone really far, and is kind of powerful. Do you think that has some tie to the Black Widow movie? And since we haven't seen that, we don't have that setup? Because technically Black Widow was supposed to tie into this somehow. So, do you think it has something to do with the super soldier serum?
It could. And if it does, that's a very interesting route to go. I wouldn't mind that. If it's some type of tech thing, I wouldn't mind that. Definitely, if it ties into Black Widow, we're definitely missing out on some information that maybe we should have had before. But I think it'll be interesting to learn if they do and what it is, how they are that strong.
Because I think it would make sense to tie in the super soldier serum because Cap. And obviously, what do you call it? Ross, General Ross. Is it Lieutenant Ross or General Ross? The dude from Hulk.
Yeah. We'll just call him Ross.
Yeah, Ross. But he basically wants a super soldier serum for reasons. And it seemed like that was connected into Black Widow. So I wouldn't be surprised if someone else was also trying to get the serum, and that was explained in the movie, which would tie into this. But this is just all speculation. I have no knowledge of anything that happens in the Black Widow movie. This is just a theory off of a Funko Pop I saw months ago, in which Black Widow is holding a little red vial of something. That's all. So I just feel like there's some serum involved, and I wouldn't be surprised if it's the super soldier serum, and it's being used here. Some variant of it, at least. Do you have any theories of like what could go on?
No, I feel like this first episode was just a lot of, like you said, character development, exposition, just laying out the groundwork. So, I mean, I think the future episodes will bring a little bit more. But for right now, I don't have much to say.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we've said all we can say. We thought it was good. Good first episode. Obviously, we're hoping for more, and we'll get that next week with our next episode.
I'll leave it on that. Good first episode. Wanted a little bit more. Happy with it. Wish we had a little bit more. I think the action scene in the beginning was just a cool action thing. I think we'll see more of that in the future. It's just excited to see where this goes overall, honestly.
It's going to be cool. Like, from what we've seen from the trailers and teasers they've put out, stuff's coming. So it's just, we just got to be patient and wait for it.
It has a lot of potential, and I think definitely it'll start to pick up, and once it does, the hype will start to build.
Let us know what you thought of the episode down in the comments below. Do you have any theories of what's going to happen? Maybe you agree with my super soldier theory. We will see you back here next week for our next Falcon and Winter Soldier review. Bye, guys.